Hello, this is Josh.
And Leslie.
Yep, she's over there working with JNLadventures.com. The world is our playground.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, what?
Now that you're on there and I can't have your attention, I want your attention.
I'm sure you do. But I'm about to do a product review, so you got to give me just a couple minutes.
Fine.
Yes, I know. I'm so horrible.
Josh.
What?
Okay.
Anyway, I'm doing kind of a 2-for-1 deal tonight. I'm actually reviewing two Milwaukee products. They're both Milwaukee power sources.
Is that what a 2-for-1 deal is?
I'm gonna make you snort.
Okay, I'll shut up.
That's what I thought. See, I got her number. I know how to get her attention, that's for sure. Anyway,
Baby, I got you.
I'll deal with you later. Anyway, the first one is this M12 power source. This is the model 48-59-1201. This is what comes with the heated jacket that I showed about a week ago, I think it was. The kit actually came with of course, the jacket, the power source, and then this 2.0 amp battery. And then Leslie, being as awesome as she is, actually got a deal on the jacket, so it actually came with this as well, which is a 3.0 amp battery. So I, got a freebie on that. The neat thing about this is it's compatible with any of the M12 batteries. And like I said in the jacket review, if you get these compact batteries like this 3.0, I mean, it's great. It doesn't cause much trouble at all. The problem...
Unlike you.
You're just asking for trouble.
Sorry. Do you want me to go in the other room?
If you keep it up.
I can't do it.
Okay, anyway, the thing I mentioned in the jacket review is if you get into the extended capacity batteries, which is this right here. This is great for the, like the drills and the grinders and all of that. But if you want to use it in the jacket, then you've got this big, wide base sticking out of your back. So it's not very good, if you're going to be leaning back against stuff. Now, if you're going to be just out moving around all day, then, by all means, go ahead and do this. But just be warned, you can't lean back against anything without causing major pain to your back. Also, if you're going to use the USB out function on this battery is great to have. So if you're going to charge like an iPad or a larger phone, you can charge at least twice with this big battery here. This is a 6.0 battery. Now, this M12 power source is actually quite a bit more expensive than the M18, and the reason for that is this one has USB in as well. So whereas this one can charge your M12 batteries, the M18 power source, you can only draw power from it. You can't use it to charge. So that's why this is more expensive. But here's your port on the back for the heated gear. It works with all of Milwaukee's heated gear, at least according to their advertisement on their website. A link for this will be at the bottom of or down in the description. So that's the M12. If you have any questions about anything I review, please don't hesitate to put it in the comments. I'll try my best to answer them for you. And if I can't find an answer, I'll turn it over to Leslie. I'm sure she can. All right, so next is the M18 power source. And again, it has the same connection as the M12 did. This is for all the heated gear, and this will work with the heated jacket that I reviewed as well. The only bad thing about this is the M18 batteries are huge. Here's the M18 battery. Just for reference here, there's the M12. So quite a bit bigger. Now they do make compact versions of these, which is about half as thick, but still, that's quite a significant size difference. The neat thing about this, the power supply for this, is when you put it on the battery, it does not increase the size of the battery much at all. It just barely is bigger than the contacts that stick off of the battery anyway. In fact, I've seen a lot of people buy these and use them to power their kids, like their Hot Wheels vehicles. You can find all sorts of videos online on how to modify these to work your kids' Hot Wheel, or not Hot Wheels, the Power Wheels vehicles. But these are great. These, both units with the USB ports going out have a max 2.1 amp output. I saw online somebody complaining that they thought it was only 500 milliamps, but no, I researched it, and Leslie confirmed that both of these units, the USB out is 2.1 amps. So it doesn't matter which one you use, they're both the same. Now, one thing I will say about the M12, if you're going to use it to charge your batteries, charge these batteries, like you can plug it in up here at the top to your car cigarette lighter, to just about any charger. They recommend a 2.1 amp input as well. Anything smaller, and you're going to get an error from the charger saying that it isn't receiving enough power, and it's going to give you an error code. So be warned about that, because I experienced that one myself. But these come in really handy if you're camping, or like in our case, we're going to have our RV. Being without, there's a chance of being without power for any reason. These are great. I mean, you take this power source here and you stick it on this this is a 9.0 amp battery. This is one of their extended capacity batteries. You put this on here and you could probably charge your phone, I think 5 or 6 times just on this battery alone. Now, this is the only battery I have. I'm hoping to get more in the future, but for right now, this is what I've got. You could go several days without having to worry about finding a power source. So there you go. Okay, another thing that I forgot to mention a little while ago is that with this M18 power source, it has a switch on the back, which I believe turns on and off both the USB port and the power port on this side. So one thing I've seen some people do is they'll use either port to plug in, say, a LED light strip and run it across their tent when they're camping. They set this down by their sleeping bag or by their cot or whatever, and that way if they have to get up in the middle of the night, they can just flip this switch and it automatically turns on their lights. They don't have to get up and fumble around in the dark to try to find the switch on the lights themselves. Now, with the M12, it doesn't have a on-off switch, but what it does do is the port over here is always on, and the USB port is active for about, say, I believe it's 5 seconds, and then it'll go into like a sleep mode or a power save mode. A good example of this is when I go to charge my iPhone, I'll plug the cable in here first, and it takes me a minute to fumble around and get the cable plugged into the phone. By that point, this has gone into power save mode. So all you have to do to wake it up is to push the button on the top here, this round button, and that does 2 things. One, it shows you the gauge of how much power you have left in your battery. It also wakes up the USB port for another 5 seconds until it determines that you're wanting to pull power from it, and then it goes into full power, basically. Again, if you have any questions about either of these, please do not hesitate to put them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them if I can. Oh, I did not give the model number for the M18 power source. The model number for it is 49-24-2371, and I'll put links to both of these units in the description. Now, do you have any other comments you want to add?
No, I'm trying to be.
She's over here trying to be good,
Yeah.
which is really, really hard for her. But she's doing really good, so I'm going to give her some credit. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I hope you all have an awesome night. See you next time. Am I going to say bye?
Bye.